Hello, everybody. Come on down and let's commiserate. I am your host, Sam.
And I'm your co-host, Dave.
Dave, tell us what you brought today.
Oh, I'm very excited about this. So I think, especially online, a lot of people are familiar with like Redbubble and I forget the other one. There's a couple.
Everybody's familiar with it. I can't think of it right now.
There's a few like online custom shops where you can get coffee mugs made,
Cafe Press.
stickers, cafe press, t-shirts, hats and stuff. And everyone knows that they're ridiculously expensive. I know during pandemic, we all started our own online companies, and it was like $50 for a custom shirt. I was like, are you kidding me? You know, unless a shirt is like $10.
In this economy,
I'm out. But Sticker Mule, which this is not a paid promotion, I just happen to be a big fan of them. Sticker Mule was running a sale on custom t-shirts. So we went ahead and we ordered Let's Commiserate t-shirts. So there you go. We are not selling them in all time.
we probably should have been wearing them if we really wanted to promote them.
Can we put them on?
It's too late now, but it'll just be a second plug in the next episode. But I love it because normally our logo that you see on our socials and in our video, we don't normally have the text "Let's Commiserate." So I love that you added that this time.
Yeah, so we redid the initial logo, got the color profile just a little bit brighter, got the little.
Very punchy.
I was playing with the whole like established 2023, and it just didn't feel right. So we left it with the clean text.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I think this.
I think this really sums up who we are.
I think it
I'm
does.
just gonna wear this for the rest of the show.
All right, so welcome to the
All right,
show.
welcome.
Okay,
Right,
but
what's
thank
next?
you. And who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
hit up our good friends over at Sticker Mule and see what they have.
Actually, and let's talk about what we're drinking. Now, before you go making assumptions, Dave and I are both still doing dry January.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
I think we talked about it the
I
last
think
time.
it's pro anti-cancel to
Yeah, didn't we talk about that? We were going to do it in the last.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I think I at least talked about doing Whole30.
I know you said you were doing Whole30.
Kevin, but like Whole30 is basically dry January, but worse because there's even more you can have.
Not only can you not have alcohol, you can't have sugar. Which
No
basically
grains,
is-
dairy. Yeah, and that's in everything we find. But side note, and I remember if we said, all right, check in with me next time because who knows what.
So let's
Thanks.
let's take a tangent. How's it going? How's it going?
We feel great. It's day 26. And so you would think there's really 4 days left, but you then do like a 10 to 12 day reintroduction of all the foods that you cut out and see how they affect you. I don't think I'm going to do it that extensive of a reintroduction because I've done Whole30 so many times.
So you already know.
I mean, like there's a couple things that I might test, but Samantha wants to test it all for herself. But we feel great. Sleeping phenomenally.
Can you say that again?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenally.
Yeah.
There are a few times when your main accent really comes out, and that's one of them.
But I think it comes.
Phenomenal.
I think it comes down to two key differences. All the other times I did Whole30, like they say during the last half, like the last 15 days, that's when you really start feeling the tiger blood, and you're over the sugar withdrawals, and you're just it's all smooth sailing from
You
here.
can run higher, jump faster, the whole PF flyer routine.
All the times I did Whole30 before, I never felt that. I never felt it really. I was like being honest with myself. I'm like, hey, do I feel? No, I don't. It's not that I felt bad. I just didn't feel better. And I think it's because my diet was so bad before doing Whole30 that
You needed like a couple months.
I
of
probably needed
detox.
Whole60. And but now that Samantha has me on a healthier diet in general, now I actually do feel like I've been experiencing the tiger blood. We've been able to get a lot more done during the days. I also wasn't exercising the other times I did Whole30. So that's the second thing. The first thing was we were already on a better diet this time. That makes the transition easier. Second thing, now I have been exercising more consistently the past few years and I feel more energy in my workouts, more motivation. So that feels I've been pleasantly surprised this time around by Whole30. That being said, I am looking forward to reintroducing some certain things.
Yeah, I kind of agree. We've been doing dry January this month, and I know we've done it in the past, and it's not bad, but there's just an absence, and at the end of a long day, you get home and you're like, man, I really could go for a beer.
How do you fill the void?
And I don't feel better. I'm not sleeping better.
You're not sleeping
worse. It's not like you're, but I mean, kind of like you just said, like we already had a pretty good routine before. So it was like, okay, you don't drink after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
You don't add that extra sugar to your blood. You just be smart. Don't over drink. Stay within your limits and stuff. So we were talking. We already have that kind of good baseline. There's nominal improvement.
Not phenomenal. Not just nominal.
Nominal.
Well, we were talking too about how it is nice. Like I went out for drinks with some friends early in the month, and they've all got their cocktails, beers, what have you. I've got my sparkling water with a lemon wedge, but it felt good coming home, not feeling like garbage. Or I mean, even like, because now I think we're entering the age where even just one drink, we're like, oh man. Yeah. But it felt good coming home, knowing that okay, I'm gonna sleep well, and I'm gonna be pretty alert. Like I feel good. So there are those little benefits.
I have to admit, this month I've made more mocktails than I ever have in my life. Yeah. Which is basically, it's just fruit juice. You just do fruit juice and a little bit of simple syrup or whatever, and some spritzer, some sparkling water.
We made some good mocktails before recording tonight.
You called them Lava Flow?
They're called Lava Flow. I think Lava Flow is a normal cocktail. I've never had it before, but yeah, they were.
So this was a Lava Flow mocktail.
A Lava Flow mocktail.
It was like strawberry,
banana, coconut, pineapple.
It was like a strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah,
smoothie.
They weren't the most masculine looking drinks.
I'm like, pink.
What's the most masculine mocktail you could have? But it was those ones were like you could do like ginger beer, like
they're all.
You could do like a virgin dark and stormy if you wanted to. But I also can't have soda. Yeah, but I can't have soda on Whole30 either. Anything with added sugar. But what we've been doing with our dinners. We've got some flavored seltzers. We have been pouring them into our wine glasses and having them with dinner. We feel so fancy, and it helps. We're like, look at me with my water.
Sam, this is the most over 30 conversation we've ever had.
But you know what, kids? You gotta prepare. Those days are coming for you. And they are coming with a vengeance.
Stop threatening the next generation with that.
Well, let's talk about what we are drinking.
So, I think you picked this up at the store.
I did. So Samantha and I were shopping at our favorite local orchard. And when I saw these teas on the shelves, she even knew. She was like, drop everything. Sam needs to get these. We forgot what we even went in there for in the first place. Probably happens.
This is kind of a show-stopping thing. So Harney and Sons, I guess, did a edition for Agatha Christie. Yeah. So this one is The Murder on the Orient Express.
And this one is the Death on the Nile edition. The Death on the Nile one is caffeine free. So that was great for a nighttime beverage. And I was like, I'm not a tea drinker normally. I probably do everything wrong with tea. But when I opened it up, I was like, this is not a gimmick.
It smells
like whole ingredients.
And they have the nice little tea bags. Mm-hmm. And you see, typically tea bags just have like powdered things in there. And you're like, okay, this tastes. You can see the flower heads, the buds. Mm-hmm. Like Harney and Sons know what's up.
I will say the Death on the Nile blend smells so much better than the Orient Express one. We're drinking the Orient Express one right now, and it is good.
To be fair, we are going to be talking about Murder on the Orient Express. So yes, it is fitting.
They did 3 editions. They did these 2, and then they did one based on the Poirot Halloween party one. But these 2 were where it's at. And so I poured myself a cup of this, put on Death on the Nile naturally, and it just felt Right.
It's fitting.
But tonight we are trying to be Murder on the Orient Express one. So the Death on the Nile one, just to give you the rundown.
Smoky.
Yeah, the Death on the Nile one has chamomile flowers, ginger root, chamomile or chamomile?
Are you British?
Of course.
Chamomile.
Okay. Peppermint, coriander, cinnamon, fennel, whole cloves, and ground cloves. Delicious. I'm gonna put it off screen over here.
Some people are not fans of fennel. Like,
Really?
I love fennel. It's like licorice or
Love it.
the actual. Anyway,
So the Orient Express one.
Murder on the Orient Express includes black tea, oolong tea, jasmine tea, bergamot oil, and natural flavor. So whatever natural.
I was hoping it would have some natural flavor.
My favorite flavor.
But even the packaging is beautiful.
Yeah,
I have
the
to say.
scripting. It has like a little mustache on the side.
Yeah, a couple like Easter egg items, I feel like. It even has a description of the story on the side. What starts out as a lavish train ride through Europe quickly unfolds into one of the most stylish, suspenseful, and thrilling mysteries ever told. Also, we were looking up luxury train rides.
Yeah.
Nice.
There is one.
More on that.
I think we're gonna try to do there's one in Kentucky.
There's one in Kentucky where they actually do a murder mystery as part of
So I'm like trains and murder mysteries. That's like two of our favorite.
We have to. Should we just keep this on display throughout this episode?
This episode is not brought to you by Harney and Sons.
It is that. But it is not. But we have quite an interesting project to get to today. But more on that after a short break. We'll see you soon. Hello, folks. We're back. So we have now reviewed all three major adaptations of Murder on the Orient Express. There were a couple of one-offs that we didn't get to, maybe in the future, because I feel like they're not serious enough for us to delve into right now.
Oh, and I tried the 2001, 2002 video game Murder on the
Oh, that's right.
Express. There were a couple others. There was one that came out in like 2018. Haven't gotten around to finishing that one. So it's like we've sunk quite a bit of time into this and most of the iterations.
We know this story too well by this point. I thought it would be fun if we spent an episode, because we've gotten to know these cast members and performances pretty well, if we each built our own dream cast of Murder on the Orient Express based on everybody who has played the characters before. Not talking about potential cast members, people who have played before, each of us picking who did it the best. And at the end, we got to talk about our picks for just the favorite adaptations in general. But then I think we can have the people vote on who has the better dream cast in the end.
Yeah, we'll find out. So, we're just coming out of like we're coming up on like Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
So everyone's like just finishing.
'Tis the
their
season.
draft, their NFL season, and I think this is a perfect time to do a draft of our own.
Yep.
For Murder on the Orient Express.
I have to say, this is the only time in my life where I've done a draft with two people. But you know what? That's what's happening. And we said we'll flip a coin to see who goes first. And I don't really carry coins. R.I.P. the penny. But I did find I have a €2 coin, which felt fitting for this occasion. So what we want to say, the 2 is the heads and whatever this is the tails.
Harp, sure.
Yeah, you can flip it.
Oh, thanks.
I'll call it. Ready? Heads.
Tails.
Oh, it's okay. So okay. So we're gonna pick in order of the character list that I've sent. Oh, so you will
I'm
go
very
first.
happy.
You'll go first, then it'll go to me twice, then you twice.
Yes.
Then
So I start off with Hercule Poirot, and my dream pick is going to be David Suchet. I'm sorry, you cannot get better.
Yep. I had a feeling that's what. But to be honest, I was like, will I pick David Suchet? Do I like him as Poirot in this instance?
No, that actually is a
Yeah.
That's a fair question.
So, yeah, I think because we had a very unexpected experience with the David Suchet.
Now, if you were to do, because my first thought is like, oh, Poirot, I'm gonna pick David Suchet. But if you were to limit, I don't think we talked about rules beforehand. But
We'll make them up.
If you were to pick, if you were to only use these films and these characters in them to pick, not having like the TV shows or anything outside of it, I might dare say that Robert Finney is a superior Poirot in the film, in his film.
Yeah, but you made your pick, so
I know. I'm sticking with I'm sticking with David Suchet.
So that brings it over to me, and I am picking Albert Finney as my Poirot as the best one from.
Just simply for the fact that Kenneth Branagh is.
Yeah, if nothing else, he's not Kenneth Branagh.
Nothing else. One of our pretty bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, one of our clips went fairly viral on Instagram.
Can we? I want to read that. Oh, yeah, we doing this.
So it really took off on Instagram, but I got varying opinions on Kenneth Branagh as Poirot. The majority were on our side. They agreed that Kenneth Branagh is not Poirot. However,
so the TikTok was, is this the worst Poirot mustache? And I talked about Kenneth Branagh's double massive.
And so I had made the comment. I said in the clip, I'm supposed to take this guy seriously.
And Marcus commented, I'm supposed to take this man seriously? Sir, you have an 11-year-old haircut.
Well, Marcus,
I love it so much.
I have hair, and I'm proud of that. So, thank you, Marcus. It was funny, though. I'll give him credit.
So then there was, please understand, some statements made on Let's Commiserate do not fully convey the feelings and sentiment of all participants on the podcast. Well, Marcus, we love you.
Marcus, that was...
Thank you for bringing joy to my heart and offense to Sanders.
Yeah. And you know what? My wife likes my hair, so that's the most important thing. That's really all
that matters.
Okay, so it is back to me. Also, I just want to say, Albert Finney, if he was the only Poirot you had to go off at the time, he's fine. He's perfect. No, he's not my favorite, but I think best for the story and likable, at least. David Suchet, in my opinion, was not likable.
Not in his.
He's still the man.
Interpretation?
Yeah, adaptation.
Adaptation.
Okay, now we pick our favorite Bouc. Not our favorite novel, but man who played Bouc. This pick for me might be a little unexpected, actually.
Oh, no. Well, okay. I have one unexpected.
Okay. I'm trying to remember who plays Bouc in the...
Yeah, Poirot, his name is not listed here.
Okay, look it up.
First off, Tom Bateman from the 2017 version. I think it's just absolute trash.
It's my pick.
You do whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta tell you, Tom Bateman is my pick for Bouc.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I liked what they did with this character, this adaptation. How they made him more of a stark contrast to Poirot. And he even states it at the beginning. You know, he still stays friends with me despite what a horrible person I am. Yeah. And he has some really good quips throughout the movie. Like, you know, oh, alcohol doesn't agree with you? Scene does not agree with me. He says, we should no longer speak. He has quite a few good moments.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
And I wasn't sure why they turned him Italian in the 1974 movie when he's French, or is he a fellow Belgian in the book? It might have been.
I believe, yes. I liked Martin Balsam's portrayal of Bouc. I don't like how his character was written in that adaptation. I mean, it actually followed the book pretty closely.
I think he was the most accurate book portrayal.
He was the best book portrayal. I thoroughly enjoyed Sergei's.
Mm.
I'm probably going to go with Martin because it's accurate to the book.
The book is book accurate. I think the fact that we couldn't even remember Sergei says it all.
It says a lot.
Okay, so make sure you note it. All right, and it is still to you, and you get to pick your Cassetti.
Oh,
Ratchett.
Ratchett. This I was a little bit excited about because, like Toby Jones, the 2010 version, was just so evil. He was just so evil.
Yeah.
Whereas, who played it in the 74 version?
Hang on. I think no. Was that the right one? Okay. Richard Widmark.
Richard, where?
So second row.
Yeah. I don't feel like I think his portrayal in that was also, it was just so short. He didn't get a lot of screen time. He was just kind of like quiet and maniacal.
Mm-hmm.
And then who played it?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp also did an excellent job. I like Toby Jones just because he already has that kind of like awkward.
Yep.
That awkward awkwardness about him that you can't pin if it's like he's off or he's evil. I really did enjoy Johnny Depp's portrayal.
Is that who you're going?
I'm probably going to go with Johnny Depp because I am a big Johnny Depp fan. I think he is a spectacular actor.
Mm-hmm.
And he portrayed an intelligent, but also kind of conniving version of Mr. Ratchett.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to go with Johnny Depp.
Okay. I am going with Toby Jones. I was really hoping you wouldn't take Toby Jones because
I'm sad.
Yeah, I think he is just in this movie the face of pure evil, like the smugness. You can tell there's nothing redeemable about him, even though I think he is the only Ratchett of the three adaptations to try to ask for redemption. They have that scene where he's like praying, but yeah,
which I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
Which was a weird addition that they made, but yeah. So I'm going with Toby Jones. Okay. And now we have Dr. Constantine. So this is my pick. Now this is going to be a little tricky because he was combined with Colonel Arbuthnot in the 2017 edition, but I am going to go with his portrayal in the 1974 movie, which was George Cukor. I loved the Albert Einstein look that they gave him. Again, he's kind of, not the most memorable or needed character, but if for nothing else, just that his portrayal in the 2010 edition enraged me so, because they made him one of the suspects, which doesn't make sense. And so he's, very intentionally trying to misdirect Poirot the whole time, but he's charming and likable enough in the 1974 edition. So that is my pick, George Cukor.
Well, with that in mind, I don't count the merge in the 2017 version with Mr. Arbuthnot. So I'm gonna go with Sam West. He was not my first pick. I was really hoping for Cukor.
Yeah. Is it Cukor or Cukor?
Cukor. Well, the S is silent, right?
It is? Okay.
Yeah. I don't. You took French.
I did, and we're trying to relearn it right now. Actually, not very successfully. Whole other topic.
Well, I would have to go with Sam West.
Okay.
Simply just because I hate the fact that they merged. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Now we're actually getting into the suspects.
I blame you. All right. Now we're getting into the suspects.
Before we do, I'm going to take a short break because we're going to get to the real good stuff in just a minute, folks. We are now getting into the suspects. To review my cast thus far,
Poirot, Albert Finney, Bouc, Tom Bateman, Ratchett, Toby Jones, and Constantine, George Coulouris. And yours?
Mine is David Suchet for Poirot, Martin Balsam for Monsieur Bouc, Johnny Depp for Ratchett, and Sam West for Dr. Constantine.
You've got a good mix so far.
It's been, you know, the crazy thing is now like reviewing like what this movie would look like, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I like my pick.
So I think we're still on you, right? That was your first.
So we're this is Hubbard.
Whoa, okay.
This
is an important pick.
This is a huge one. I thoroughly enjoyed her portrayal in the 2010 version by Barbara Hershey. I think she did really, really well. I'm trying to remember who she was played by in the 74 version.
Lauren Bacall, the third from the on the top.
Oh, that one's tough. She did so.
I know.
I automatically just discount the 2017 version because that was played by
Michelle Pfeiffer did.
Pfeiffer did. Didn't she get an Emmy nomination for that one?
No, it would have been an Oscar.
Or
So,
whatever the little award is with the
I thought Michelle Pfeiffer was one of the only truly decent ones in the 2017.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. In the 2017, I'm gonna go with Lauren Bacall.
Dang, I was really hoping that you would.
You were trying to throw Pfeiffer in there. Distract me.
That is an excellent pick. And I was surprised what you said about Barbara Hershey. I love Barbara Hershey, but she was the most underused out of the three Mrs. Hubbards. She gets the least to do in her adaptation because
her little bit was well done.
But they take key moments that were supposed to be hers and give her to Princess Dragomiroff in that adaptation, which I don't understand because it's really Mrs. Hubbard's story. So if it's back to me and I have to pick between Barbara Hershey and Michelle Pfeiffer, I love them both. And Michelle Pfeiffer will always be my Catwoman. But we're not talking about that. This is about murder.
I mean,
Orient Express.
if you want.
I think just for having more meat to the character and for a great performance for what she was given to work with, I'm gonna have to go with Michelle Pfeiffer.
But I really wanted Lauren Bacall because she was a very accurate portrayal.
She did.
Okay, so it is.
It's funny how each when you were. This is the first time we're breaking this up like this, and to see who, which characters were portrayed well in which films.
And I love how differently we're remembering. I'm like, wow, you liked that? Okay, that's okay. This is why we're doing this.
This is why we're doing it for the
Okay, so Mary Debenham. This is oof.
Oh, okay. I know who is my favorite Mary Debenham.
Oh, really?
Because we've got to choose from. We have Vanessa Redgrave, Jessica Chastain, and Daisy Ridley. All pretty good performances, speaking overall, but the one who really stole my heart, and they took this character and took it a step further with her in a good way, Jessica Chastain from the 2010 adaptation.
You took my pick.
Yeah.
No, well played.
Yeah, because
Well played.
they do flesh her out a little more, and she I think is the most book accurate portrayal, because in the novel she actually doesn't seem to be that crazy about Poirot, and it's the only adaptation where they actually show that, and they have the most interesting conversations in that whole movie. So, and I love Jessica Chastain. She's a fantastic actress. Okay, so you're left with Daisy Ridley and
Vanessa. I'm gonna go with Vanessa Redgrave. Yeah, Vanessa did I feel like she did a decent job with Mary Debenham. But I feel like Daisy's character in the 2017 version was just so wildly. They created so much dialogue and conversation and scenes with her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they needed her on the screen that much. Why Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, I think they were really trying to capitalize on the Star Wars success at that time.
It just makes sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And she's still the most boring. She just plays it very vanilla, nice girl. So
She does. I did enjoy some of the conversation, like some of the prompts, but it was more about what Poirot was thinking. She just gave him a way to like talk about it. I was like, okay, that from that standpoint, it was nice. But her as a character, I did enjoy. So in this case, I'm going to go with Vanessa Redgrave.
Yeah, not the most compelling. In the 1974, like there's not a whole lot in depth, but it's good. Her performance. Okay, so I think so I had chosen her first, so it's back to you, Colonel Arbuthnot. Who's your pick?
My first thought is going to be Sean Connery, because I honestly I don't remember who played him in. Leslie Odom.
Leslie Odom.
Absolutely not. He tried to shoot Poirot.
Yeah.
So sorry, Leslie.
Leslie.
I loved you in Hamilton, not so much in this. And then who played Arbuthnot in?
or David Morrissey. It's David Morrissey.
Yeah. David Morrissey.
He has a lot to do in the end. Like when he literally says, "Okay, we got to get rid of Poirot now. He knows too much."
I'm gonna go with Sean Connery. It's just he did. I feel like, especially in the '74 version, he didn't have a lot. He only had like the initial scene.
He had
a couple of conversations, but like through like the second half, there wasn't like a lot there. So he did really well with what he. I'm gonna go with Sean Conn.
Okay, so this is a tough choice because I hated what they did with his character in the 2010 version of it goes against the entire point of the story. Like these people did a bad thing, but it was justified in their point of view. But he's like, no, we got to get rid of everyone who knows, get rid of Poirot. And they're like, no, brah, like chill, man. I hated that. But Leslie Odom kind of did the same thing in the 2017, but he did not shoot to kill. That was a key point. So I think for staying, he was also combined with the Doctor, which I didn't like. But I think for at least staying true to the human side of Arbuthnot, I have to go with Leslie Odom.
Oh my lordy!
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
I know. Sorry, I was really figuring that.
Surprise come about.
Yeah, I was really figuring that out as I went.
To be fair, I probably would have done the same.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, now we're on Natalia Dragomiroff. Oh, there's some good choices here.
It's gonna be.
I loved
Eileen
her.
Atkins did amazing.
Yeah.
Wendy Hillard.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
She was terrifying. I love
Judi Dench.
Yes. I loved Eileen Atkins' boss moment in the 2010 version. Like she's talking to Cassetti as they're performing the crime, and she's like, "Did you not think we would find you? We are going to pay for what you did."
I didn't like. I think it was in the 2010 version with Eileen where like she watched all of the.
No, that was so. Again, that's where it gets confusing because they took moments that were meant for Mrs. Hubbard and gave it to her. So in the 1974, Mrs. Hubbard, Lauren Bacall is watching them. Well, she goes first, and then she watches everyone. But I did really like Eileen Atkins, but for having more of an emotional performance, I'm gonna go with Judi Dench.
Good choice.
Yep. She had quite a few good moments in the movie. And Wendy Hillard was good in the 1974. To me, just not the most memorable, but probably bug actor.
She played it, I feel, a little more, I don't know what the word is. Not straight, but just quiet, reserved. More like old and angry.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's to you.
I'm probably going to go with Eileen Atkins then.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Very solid. Solid choice.
Hector McQueen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about McQueen?
McQueen.
Good question. He trying to find it now. Who played him in the 2010 version?
I knew you were going to ask that because I think he's somewhat forgettable in that one.
I can't. I just can't bring myself to say Anthony Perkins
Mm.
because it was a little too creepy the way he kind of portrayed
Brian J. Smith was the 2020.
Brian J. Smith. Brian. Oh yeah, Brian. Hey, what's up, Brian?
Brian. Yep. And then it was Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
2017.
You know, I have to admit, like following Josh on Instagram.
Following
Josh. No, just like seeing some of the clips
Oh,
he
yes.
put when filming this, and like how much they harassed Daisy Ridley. It was entertaining. So you kind of bond with, and he was just freaking out with his role as McQueen. I think he did a good job in the 2017 version, but I'm gonna have to go with Brian J. Smith.
Okay. That's a decent pick.
Because Anthony Perkins is just a little too creepy.
See, that brings it to me, and I am going with Anthony Perkins.
Wow.
Yeah, because he at least makes an impression. Josh Gad was fine. I didn't like what the extra steps they took with his character. And I just can't picture him in a period piece like that. He just plays too modern for me. But Anthony Perkins, yeah, he was creepy, but
Memorable.
yeah. Okay. We come to the Andreynis. So first,
I feel like this is the hardest because, at least in my head,
Yeah.
they didn't have any role. They were quiet the whole time, and their entire thing was the handkerchief and smudging the passport. So for me, this is kind of a throwaway bit.
they're getting, I think, the most to do in, well, probably, I mean, ironically, it's the one that featured them the least, but they probably given the meatiest scene in the 2017 one where he just talks to them privately. But I am going to go with Jacqueline Bisset from the 1974 version because
Good choice.
watching the interviews with her, she was just so proud to be part of the movie and beautiful. You can tell she's a really nice person, but also her performances. I love the moments that we see with her and Mrs. Hubbard in the end because they are mother and daughter, and how it's the only adaptation.
the only version that you kind of see that
To show them like, oh yeah, that's mom and daughter, right? Shouldn't they talk a little bit? And their moment that they have at the end when everybody's going up and toasting with them, loved it. So Jacqueline Bisset is my pick.
Well, you just shot my chance. I think a good choice. Because the other one was Irina Satine, I think.
And the 2010,
Yeah,
I think so.
Irina Satine. I didn't. Again, I don't feel like it was a memorable role.
No.
I'm probably gonna go with Lucy Boynton simply because this is the only adaptation that I think highlighted the fact that she'd been having like sleeping problems, that was taking the sleeping medication. I think it was a little bit overblown. I halfway, like when they had her scenes and stuff, I thought like, is she a druggie? Like are they bringing in, an addiction problem here? I was like, no, okay, she just had the problem sleeping. But kind of to your point with Anthony Perkins, like she had a memorable role in it, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the like
Right
actually
reasons.
connected to the mystery, but she was memorable in this. Okay.
So who's your pick for the Count?
Ooh, did not enjoy the version of the Count in which was the one where he was the fighter?
2017.
2017 version.
That was the
How dare you! How dare you! Sergey Polunin? Sergey.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the
Nope.
2017 version.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I feel like this is kind of a throwaway. I don't say that I remember Michael York's performance in the 74 version. So I'm going to go with the 2010 version, which had Stanley Weber.
Okay, that's fair. I would have been fine with either of those two, just as long as I didn't get stuck with the 2017 Sergey.
Yeah.
So I will gladly take Michael York, and I just love that he and the Countess Andreyni have the same hairstyle in that movie. So
It's a small nod.
you turn into your spouse over time, they say. So okay. We've only got a few more to go. We're getting down to the wire. Antonio Foscarelli. I
Who played him? Oh, yeah, he is not given much to do in the 1974 version. I didn't really care for him in the 2017 version.
No, don't.
So I'm gonna take Joseph Mawley. Yeah,
Wale.
from the 2010 adaptation.
That's a good. I think he did the best. I'm trying to remember which was the one they made him wear the obnoxious. I think it was that one.
Oh, that's you're thinking of Hardman.
Oh, I am. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was also pretty good.
Foscarelli.
Who's your Foscarelli?
Why do you make me do this? I guess I'm gonna go with Dennis Quilley.
Okay.
You know, he did a fine job.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. Like he looks similar to the guy who played Harney in that movie. Now that I'm seeing their pictures next to each other. Okay, so now we are on Greta Ohlsson.
I actually
Now she's played by Penelope Cruz in the 2017 one. Just give it a different name. But yeah.
who is she playing in the 74 version?
That was
Ingrid Bergman.
Yeah, that was the Oscar-winning scene.
I mean, it's hard not to pick her over Marie Jose. So because I know you're going to take her. If I don't,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to take Ingrid Bergman.
Oh.
She just again
Yeah, you got to go with the Oscar winner.
fantastic performance.
Well, this is gonna surprise you, but I'm gonna go with Penelope Cruz.
Really?
Yeah, because she was one of the only people who actually got me on the emotions in the 2017 version. In the 2010, Marie Jose, she had a lot to live up to with Ingrid Bergman.
I'm trying to. The 2010 version, doesn't she have like a lot of dialogue with Poirot or David Suchet about like right and wrong?
Yeah, she's like,
They gave her more meat there, but they were trying to play into this whole sin versus guilt.
yeah, because he was saying like, you let God administer justice, not you. And she's like, and if he doesn't, no, Jesus said, let those without sin. Man, I'm gonna get into it.
But again, David Suchet and like that whole there's a bitter taste,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm not talking about this lovely tea.
And who's that tea from, Dave?
Murder.
Okay. So it's to me, Hildegarde Schmidt, Fraulein Schmidt. It's just fun to say.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. Who? Okay, she was played by Olivia Colman in the 2017 adaptation. Kind of underused. It's played by Suzanne Lothar in the 2010. So in I'm gonna go with Rachel Roberts from 1974, just because, most book accurate. Although in the 2017 they do follow the book by conducting her interview in German, she's just not given as much to do. So I'm gonna give Rachel Roberts.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go with Suzanne Lothar.
Which is, it's just wild because Olivia Colman is an Oscar-winning actress, but yeah, just kind of underused. Okay, now you are on Masterman, the butler.
I think Hugh Bonneville did a good job in the 2010 version. Who was it in the 74 version? It was
It was Beddoes, they called him. So John Gielgud. Is that how you say that? It must be.
you. Oh yeah. Didn't enjoy. I think his character was just too
Dry.
yeah. I'm gonna go. Who? Let's see. Who was in the 2017?
Derek Jacobi.
I like Derek because he was that kind of like that tottering old like Alfred the bunny.
Yeah, it was very Alfred. Yeah. All I remember really is that he had piercing blue eyes. I was like, look at how blue those eyes are.
Wow.
I hate him. Hugh Bonneville and John Gielgud. I'll go with Hugh Bonneville. He was a serviceable butler.
Bonneville.
And I remember his interview where he said, I think I'm the only actor in Britain who hasn't been in an episode of Poirot. That made me laugh.
It was
Okay, we've got 2 left. Cyrus Hardman and Pierre Michel. So we're at Cyrus Hardman.
This was one of the few that I wanted to first pick on. I'm very sad that I didn't.
Okay, so who? Oh, they eliminated Hardman in the 2010 version. So that leaves who played him in the 1974? Colin Blakely, the Loud Plaid. But I'm gonna take the one that you were gonna take. I gotta take Willem Dafoe.
No,
Willem Dafoe, man. He is the man, and he did so good.
This was the few moments in the 2017 version I felt something.
Yeah.
Like there was just something about in his eyes, the conviction with which he spoke. You're like, man, this guy is really feeling something.
Yep.
So that leaves me with who played Hardman in the 2010 version.
He was eliminated.
Oh, sorry, in the 74.
74. It was Colin Blakely
All right, Colin Blakely
with the Loud Plaid. Yeah. But his costume was book accurate.
That's how he was supposed to be dressed.
Okay, so it comes down to Pierre Michel. Who is your pick for Pierre Michel?
Honestly, this is like one of the few that I gave no thought to. I don't know. Who
We've got Jean-Pierre Castle from the 1974. And then it was Dennis Minochet in 2010. And then Marwan Kenzari. I was wrong. You were right. Oof, that hurt to say.
I'm gonna go with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He was fine in that.
He was, I feel like, the only actor that made his role memorable.
I gotta disagree with you. I loved Jean-Pierre Castle in the 1974 version. I thought that he did the most with the character. He did actually have a couple emotional moments, and even like in the train boarding sequence, you can tell that he knows more than he's letting on. Like the way he like greets everyone is like, "Hello, Mrs. Hubbard," and hiding something. I really liked him in the 1974. Okay, let's review.
This was quite a
Okay, yeah. Why don't you read your cast first?
So for my list, I have Poirot being played by David Suchet, Monsieur Bouc being played by Martin Balsam, Ratchett by Johnny Depp, Dr. Constantine by Sam West, Mrs. Hubbard is playing Lauren Bacall, Mary Debenham is Vanessa Redgrave, Colonel Arbuthnot, Sean Connery, Princess Natalie Dragomiroff by Eileen Atkins, McQueen is played by Brian Smith, Miss Andreyni is played by Lucy Boynton, Mr. Andreyni is Stanman Weber, Foscarelli is played by Dennis Quilley, Greta Ohlsson, Ingrid Bergman, Hildegarde Schmidt, it is fun to say, Hildegarde Schmidt is played by Suzanne Othar, Masterman by Derek Jacobi, Hardman by Colin Blakely, and Pierre Michel by Marwan Kenzari.
Okay. I have Poirot as Albert Finney, Bouc is Tom Bateman, Ratchett, Toby Jones, Dr. Constantine, George Coulouris, Mrs. Hubbard, Michelle Pfeiffer, Mary Debenham, Jessica Chastain, Arbuthnot, Leslie Odom Jr., Princess Dragomiroff, Judi Dench, McQueen, Anthony Perkins, Countess Andreyni, Jacqueline Bisset, Count Andreyni, Michael York. I got both from the 1974. Foscarelli, Joseph Malway, Greta Ohlsson, Penelope Cruz, Hildegarde Schmidt, Rachel Roberts, Masterman, Hugh Bonneville, Cyrus Hardman, Willem Dafoe, and Pierre Michel, Jean-Pierre.
That's a
I'm trying to see like who did I take, like which adaptation did I pull from the most? So I think they're kind of all over the place. Yeah, hang
I don't
on.
see any.
The only way I can do it is by putting the number next to that.
Yeah.
Doing that all along.
Yeah, we should have. I don't think any. I know we talked about it earlier, but I don't think any one adaptation have it all.
No.
You know, like each adaptation, obviously, it's a very big book. It's a very thick story with lots of details. So they do pick and choose. They have to cull details, certain details, scenes. from each. So it's not, otherwise you're going to have a 6-hour,
I think the 1974 cast felt so special, and they treated them as such, down to like the little toasting moment at the end. They really wanted to emphasize the cast above all else. And you know what? As I'm counting it up,
I think you're gonna.
I think
you had a bigger emotional connection to
I did.
the 74 version.
Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people from the 1974
Wow,
cast.
that's
1,
pretty
2,
overwhelming.
3, 4 from the 2010. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the 2017. I did not expect 2017 to be that close in the running.
Well, it had a lot of memorable characters.
Yeah.
I think it did a really good job at kind of doing that at least.
So, but you must have the most from. I feel like you had a lot from 2010.
I'm picking a lot from the 2010 version.
It seems like it. But now the final question. The final question. So who picked last? It was me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should pick our director of the 3 adaptations, because we've got. I know I'm gonna say his name wrong, like I do every time. Yeah, Sidney Lumet. Sidney Lumet. Stuart Harcourt from the 2010, and Kenneth Branagh. And if it's still to me, I gotta go with my guy Sidney Lumet.
I know. I'm upset that I can't. Can I have Sidney Lumet too?
Oh.
Can we have?
Is it too early now? Can we do trades in the season?
I think Lumet had such a pure vision for the 74 version. It stayed, it's hard to know like how much edits to the book, like the screenplay that a director has. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's too little. I can't give it to Kenneth Branagh.
No.
Like when a director also plays the main character, you get nothing good out of both. So I'm gonna have to go with who did the 2010 version?
Stuart Harcourt. We had a lot of complaints about him.
A lot of complaints about his like the film itself and some of the choices. Which is, man, you really put me between a rock and a hard place here. Like between,
yeah. So yeah, that's what you're stuck with.
I know.
Stuart. So what I'll do, I'm gonna
grudgingly, Sidney Lumet would be my dream pick.
So I'll make this into a post. I'll put it out to the people. Which of us has the better Dreamcast, and what should the winner get?
Let's commiserate.
A steaming hot cup of Murder on the Orient Express tea.
A steaming hot cup of murder.
Yep. Anyway, folks, thank you for commiserating with us. Please comment and let us know what you thought of this episode, or you can send us an email at ondemandmysteries@gmail.com. Be sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts, and remember to check out our Etsy shop, Mysteries on Demand, so you can try out our Whodunit party kits. And finally, you can buy us a coffee if you'd like to support our studio remodel at buymeacoffee.com/Let's Commiserate. Dave, say goodbye.
See you later.